Hello, welcome to the Blanco's business segment of Meta News, which is Horizon's premier source of news. So tonight we're going to continue talking about different aspects of business, and tonight we will be talking about the subscription for merchant accounts. It's going to be something you need to know for those who plan on having a merchant account, which is a method to receive funds. In this case, subscriptions. So everybody probably want for this, but for those who will, this information will be helpful. Um, as always, what we talk about here on Meta News is not legal advice. It's for your entertainment, but at the same time, you can take notes of all the terms and all the names we may mention, and you can do your own sourcing, and you can also see a business attorney or legal attorney to move further into this information. So tonight, we're talking about the subscription for merchant accounts. So, we have many businesses that operate using a recurring billing model. These models reoccur in billing. But these subscription merchant account services are becoming harder to come by. That means because of the different types of legislation that's going on and the different types of disclosures that must be in place to protect the consumer, a lot of legislation has come down to legislate these subscription accounts. So we're going to tell you a little bit about these, and so you can have an idea and what you can look forward to knowing and understanding. So anyway, reoccurring payment process options, right? There are options out there, and one of the options is what mainly we're familiar with already, which is credit card processing. Then you have the electronic check processing process. So, the credit card is the most common form of online payment. They accept credit and debit cards, and it's like one of the easiest ways that you can start taking, payments. The electronic check processing, it allows the merchants to accept, what I'm saying, e-checks, and it's a low cost way to accept payments because it's easier than even the credit card processing route. So they say the limited liability credit cards, they have also made it a preferred means of rebilling customers. Because when you're using checks, checks are typically like demand payments. That means the money is here, it's already been confirmed, and this check is actually put forth because it's already validated on this side. Dealing with credit cards, you're operating off credit. You may not have the funds there, but it's a form of credit. And sometimes you got to have better safeguards because fraud could take place. So anyway, those are the two main options, right? So as time moved forward, merchants have started moving more towards taking e-checks. And it's just the same simplicity as, doing credit cards, automatically. So in understanding those things, you still have what you call subscription billing, which is, using credit cards or debit cards to set up those accounts. But now with many merchants is they're going with the e-checks. And now the reason why these reoccurring payments are becoming a big topic, and like I said, it's getting harder to find merchant accounts or companies that will actually set these up, because these things that I'm about to share with you are things that the industry is making sure that you have in place in order to have a subscription-based merchant account so you can accept subscriptions. So you have expression of consent. They're going to make sure that the consent is highly expressed. That means whatever it is that you're offering them, you're going to have to give them an opportunity to express their consent for this. You're going to have improved notifications. It won't be just one beginning. Like, you have to remember now every year you got to set this thing up. They got different methods of notifications now that they're going to have to include in these systems. They're going to have detailed receipts, and these receipts that are detailed is going to be telling them what are they paying for, when and why, and when it reoccurs. And they're going to have enhanced descriptors where you will basically really describe the nature of these transactions so people don't think that they're just making a one-time purchase. And they're increasing the ability to easily cancel that subscription, because some companies make it almost impossible to find out how to cancel a subscription. So, with those things in mind, one thing they're saying in this article is merchants, they have taken concern with the requirement for credit cards and debit card transactions. They have been opting to use the alternative payment methods, and one of the easiest to implement has been the use of electronic checks. Now, I'm not going to go into that, but you can look up the easy use of electronic checks when it comes to taking recurring payments, because, like I said, that is the main thing that everybody's moving toward to when it comes to recurring payments. So I just wanted to let you guys know that those small things about recurring payments, which is subscription billing, a lot of you guys will probably want to use subscription billing once you have something like a museum. If you want to have a museum to where you're going to be putting new artwork in all the time, and you want people to have a subscription if they want to come to it. And throughout the year, some of you guys may charge somebody, $5 a year to have a subscription to attend all your venues. And if you get up to 1 million people over a 3-year span, you just made $5 million, and that's subscription based. Now we know that Horizon has this monetization plan where you can give kudos and you can donate and things like that. This is just an additional piece of information when it comes to business that you need to know. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure to look at the full version on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and look for announcements and on Instagram whenever you see any of the Meta News team. And we thank you for tuning in again tonight. Good night.